Okay, you guys want to start off with Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hereby call to order regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety. Today's date is January 26, 2011. Roll call, please.
Richard Morrisroe.
Present.
Richard Trumzinski.
Present.
Thomas Davis.
Present.
We need to approve the minutes of the January 12, 2011 meeting without reading. Requires a motion.
Move that they be accepted.
Second.
Roll call.
Richard Morrisroe.
Accept.
Richard Trumzinski.
Accept.
Thomas Davis.
Accept.
Okay, moving right over to the building department.
Good afternoon, Dave Matthews, East Chicago Building Department, Electrical Inspector with the city. We have 12 properties. The first property, I'm going to just read off the properties and give a brief synopsis of what's going on at each property. The first one is 4942 Alexander. This building is, property is owned by the city. Work order was issued to Essential Service to seal the 2 openings. There was a complaint about the plywood that was securing the building. It fell on the neighbor's property, so the city went out to secure that. The second property, 3934 Carey Street. This is a abandoned building that was a vacated building, and the city issued an order to seal it. I basically sealed that building, and the city sealed off one of the windows. 4011 Elm Street, there was a call from the East Chicago Police Department. There was a dumpster fire at that location. The NIPSCO services were interrupted. Contractor was hired to repair the service. No further action is taken from the building department. 516 Emblin, this house was occupied.
Is that occupied?
Yes, 516 Emblin was occupied.
No, the 4011 Elm.
Yes, sir. 516 Emblin, the house was occupied. There was a call out from the police department about a break-in at that location. The owners were there, and the owners sealed that property. 4023 Euclid, there was a call out from the police department. The property was sealed by myself. No further action taken. 3524 Fur, this is an abandoned building. Called out from the police department. Notice to seal the unit was done. A work order was issued to Essential Service to seal the rear door. Where the city of the building department is actually going to pursue collection for the cost on that board up. 3607 Grand Boulevard, building is abandoned. Call out from the police department. A notice to seal was sent out to the owner. Essential Service was sent a work order to seal that unit. 3609 Grand Boulevard, this house was occupied. Police department called about a break-in. The people were on vacation. The owners, actually, the relatives secured that site. 3510 Hemlock, work order was issued to Essential Service to seal this abandoned house. 3929 Ivy, there was a fire at this location. The people that occupied the home were on vacation. The owner was contacted, and the unit is sealed. 4842 Northcott, this structure is abandoned. Call out by the police department. A work order was issued to Essential Service to seal this front door and some windows on the side. Also, the building department and the city will be pursuing collection costs concurred for this board up. 4922 Todd, the structure, the house is abandoned. Call out by the police department. A work order was sent to Essential Service to seal 3 openings. And the city will pursuing collection costs on that board up as well.
Do we cover 822 West 144th?
What was that address?
822 West 144th?
Yes, my name is James Portalatin. I'll be speaking on behalf of that.
All right, let me pause. You approach?
Yes.
Board have any questions? No questions from the board? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews.
Yes, 822 West 144th. Just to give an update on it, we have issued a permit for temporary solution. This is removal of the parapet wall all the way down to the roof line on both the northeast and southeast corner, and also for the canopy for the exit on the northeast corner. So Ton and Blank has been issued a permit, and they're working on that property as we speak. We'll be contacting the Father Gibson and for a permanent solution to that property, but in the meantime, they are complying with this temporary canopy and removal of the parapet wall all the way to roof line, and shoring up the front entrance also. Thank you.
James, if I could, they were going to be looking at it whether or not they thought it'd be better torn down than repaired for longer term. They're still making that decision?
Yeah, we have not gotten to discuss it completely. We'll have to sit down, and I don't want to, until we sit down and speak to him, but we'll definitely inform the board once we get all the information.
And now it's a toss-up as to whether or not it'll be torn down, or is it more likely?
It's my estimate they're inclining to tear it down. The building is an older building.
The cost
of it to be renovated would be, it would be easier to just construct another one, but like I said, I can't speak on behalf of the father or the diocese. We'll have to sit and talk with them. You have any questions other than that?
I have no further.
No.
Thank you.
There's no old business to discuss. Our next scheduled board meeting will be held on February 9, 2011 at 2 p.m. Is there any other matters from the building department the board needs to discuss?
No.
Motion to adjourn should be made.
I make the motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
Roll call.
Richard Morrisroe,
Favor of adjourning?
Richard Tremzinski,
Favor of adjournment.
Thomas Davis.
Adjourn.
That concludes the meeting.